Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Esther Sari. If today is your first time, please consider subscribing. And I'm so grateful for all your comments, your suggestions. Today I have with me a very special friend, sister, daughter. Yes, so she's into art and I'm an art lover. So I decided I got this artwork actually from her. So I wanted her to tell us more about what she does. Is it a passion? What is it all about? So Daniela, welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Can you give us a brief introduction about yourself? Who is Daniela?
Okay. So I actually go by the name Kristeena Daniella Abbey. A pretty young girl studying I'm studying a master's course in international food business and consumer studies with Kassel and Fulda University here in Germany. And I love everything about art, and that incorporates more than just paintings and drawings. I love music, I love dance, even though I'm a terrible dancer. But I love everything about art, music, paintings, food, because food is an art. And I find myself, I think I'm very passionate about the things I love. It's either all or nothing with me. I prefer being honest, and a lot of people do not really like honesty much, so I'd just probably go with being silent than speaking sometimes. But that's me in a summary. I'm just myself forever. I find myself, I'm just cool. I'm not much of a social person, so it's still weird I'm actually sitting here doing this because I'm not much of a social person. I think I'm trying. So
That's good.
It's all good.
So probably you express yourself through your artwork.
Yes, I have a tendency to do that. And through writings as well. Sometimes I associate some artworks with writings. But some of my artworks are inspired by writings.
That's interesting. Can you tell us a bit about your educational background? Where did you told about your university being in Kassel and Fulda. So what about your basic education? Where did you start from?
So I studied my primary school basic education was with New Jerusalem International School back in Ghana.
Which part of Ghana?
It's in Tabora.
Oh wow.
It's in Tabora. And it's an international sort of private school. And I had my high school, my senior high school at Wesley Girls High School. Yeah, in Cape Coast. Yeah, it's good here. And then I studied my undergrad. Yeah, I had my undergrad course in the University of Ghana. I studied Family and Consumer Science.
Oh, nice.
Yes, for 4 years. And yeah, that sums up. And now I'm here studying my master's and hopefully doctorate. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so let's jump into your artwork. Can you explain some of the artwork here?
Okay, so
where do we start from? Maybe start from this. Yes.
It's not really done yet because it's still a work in progress. But I saw a picture of these birds. I'm sure people have probably seen it on social media. Someone has edited it, and I saw it, and I just thought it would be cool to paint it. And I've been working on this for a while now. I'm still trying to put more texture on it because
they're really, really nice. I love them.
Thank you.
Yes.
I didn't really receive any formal education in terms of painting. I've not attended any school, so it's more like a learning process. It's more like a learning process with these artworks. So I usually take my time with paintings and try to progress little by little. So that's mainly what I've been doing with this one. I just paint what I saw. And with the one you bought from Yes.
The bleeding finger. I don't know what's happening
here. A rose and a finger. It was actually inspired by a poem a write-up I did some years ago that talks about like how life can be. A rose comes with thorns. If I could read it to you if you don't mind.
Yes, why not? That would be nice.
Okay. So let me just read it out to you. So it's like it's basically inspired this artwork. So it says, I've always been one for superfluous words, but a love poem has never been my strongest suit. I like to think that I wear my heart on a sleeve, and yet it's encased in titanium, firmly locked in a vault and hanging heavy on my arm like an anchor. So no, I'm not in love. Yes, I'm positive. But I'm a hopeless romantic, staring listlessly at a dotted stretch of inky blue sky, and yet an unfortunately pathetic cloud. I wanted you, I'll be sure to note that just as much as I love red roses, I'll have a fine masterpiece of red blotches. Because what's a rainbow without a storm? What's a rose without a few thorns? And what's love without a hurt?
Aww.
So once you do find me, be sure to know it won't always be a blue, windy calm. There will be the grey and murky raging waves, sizzling anger and yet passion, encased in a shooting star. This is but a whisper and yet a promise. For love, not because of, but in spite of, will always have today, tomorrow, and forever.
Oh, I love this. I love
that's
it.
that's what
nice.
inspired that. So I always figured, roses come with thorns, so we should be able to accept both the beautiful parts of life and the painful parts of life, because it all comes together.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yes.
I like the message behind this artwork. That was why I bought this particular one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
So, is it about passion or what? So how did it all start? With this drawing or artwork? I don't know that. Is it drawing or artwork? How do you call it?
Well, it's just art. It's just art because some are paintings, and then I do pencil portraits as well.
Okay.
So it's just art. I just dabble in pencil artworks, in paintings, different forms of medium, as long as it's art. I don't really do much of digital art, though it's something I'm now about to try.
Okay.
Yes. But I think I'd say it started from playing around in my granddad's workshop, because he's a graphic designer.
Oh.
Yes. So they were always, growing up, we always were surrounded with paper and paint, and we weren't really restricted much, so we could just play around with colors. But I think what actually inspired me to go a bit more into drawing was a friend. So I sometimes just sketch just randomly, and I'd sketch a friend. And one day I got a call that someone needs a portrait, and that a friend had recommended me. And I remember calling her, I was like, you told someone that. I've not done a portrait before. Why are you telling her that I can do this portrait? Because I never commissioned any artwork for anyone. And then she was like, just take it and just do it. I know you can do it. And I was like, oh. I was really reluctant, but I just did it. And the person liked it. I was like, okay, I haven't been drawing for a while, but then why not? Let me just do it. Let me just continue. So I tried merging it with school and other things, and this where I am right now.
Oh, this is so nice. Let's talk about this particular one, this half face here, and then the other face.
Yeah.
I know this person. I've seen his pictures.
Okay.
And this half face looks so much like this person. Just same for this is your sister, I guess.
Yeah,
and this is your brother.
Yeah, my brother.
And they look so much that it's just exact. How do you do it?
As I said, I really like trying new things. So, and I missed them. I've been away from home for a while. So anytime I find myself maybe thinking about them, then I just do something that probably reminds me of them. Sometimes it's listening to music, because my brother plays, and he sometimes sends me audio instrumentals and all. So that particular day, I think I drew my sister first. So I just saw a picture of her. They had sent me a picture of her, and I was like, I need to draw this. And I didn't want to go with the usual pencil drawing. So this was actually the first time I attempted painting someone with acrylics. So I just put it down, and I was actually surprised when it turned out this way. So I just missed them, and I just figured I'd put them down. Yes.
So what about this pretty angel here?
So these ones are more like, I just found them. They were plain white statues in a shop, and I got one as a gift.
Okay.
I think I got this as a gift on my birthday. It was just a plain statue. And I had excess paint one day, and I just figured, they are blank. Let's just put some color in them. Let's just put some life on them. That's what happened with these ones. So yeah.
What about this?
Okay, so this in particular was, someone asked for it. Someone wanted to give a friend of mine a gift, and wanted to illustrate something about growth, something about the changing seasons and growth. And we had a hard time deciding what exactly we wanted, or what exactly he wanted to give to her. But after a while, thinking about everything, we just started, and I got this and painted it for her and gave it to her on her birthday, and she really loved it. And I think that's what was very important to me.
Me being a nature person, someone who loves nature, I will go for something like this. This is so nice. This is so nice. So, can you explain it further? What do we have here?
Okay, so we have two different sceneries. So this is more like a sunset, sort of like a pink sunset, and this is more like a usual blue day, not like a blue day, but the sun is higher up in the day. So we have here, it's like a silhouette. It's probably not so clear silhouette, and it's like it's a little girl sort of watching a little plant at this scene, and then at the other side we have a grown tree, and she's sort of reaping what. Yes. So that's basically, it's like there's a growth process. There's a growth process, and nothing will stay the same. We have sunsets, but then we also can look forward to sunrises. We also can look forward to beautiful days ahead. So we should appreciate sunsets because there's beauty in them, and we should also appreciate sunrises.
Oh, this is so nice, especially in this time of COVID, where everybody is sort of depressed. I think that's a good message to all of us. Thank you so much. What do you have here? The blue sky.
It's just it's just this sort of money plots I painted on them. I tend to do that sometimes. Sometimes I just paint on impulse. I had spare paint again. So I was learning how to paint clouds. I was trying to paint clouds. So I just did it. I threw in some yellows, ash, white, just anything, and that's what it turned out to be. So that's just about it. Yes.
So,
but
yes, you have something else to show us.
Yeah, apart from paintings, I often work with pencil portraits as well. So I usually draw people, just portraits. And this particular one is my best friend. She has a tendency to sleep anytime we are on a video call. So she fell asleep, and then I just took a screenshot because I thought she was looking cute at that point. So I just drew that as well. So I also double with pencil.
Pencils, okay.
Yes,
we have two more here. You could just give us a brief description about what we have here.
This is actually a work in progress. I sometimes give sometimes I paint with friends. Maybe they want to paint a particular scene. So one of my friends came over, and then she wanted to paint a particular scene. So there's like the first base of it. So we are not done. It's still a work in progress.
Okay.
So we are still working on it. So maybe by the time I'm done, you'll see the outcome.
Okay, so do you teach people how to draw or how to engage in all of these artworks?
Okay, so I won't really say I teach them how to draw. It's more like we all draw together and have fun, because a lot of people come saying that they don't know how to draw, and I don't think anyone can say they do not know how to draw. because everyone actually can. Drawing is more like a creative process. You just put down maybe what you are feeling, your emotions, your thoughts, or you try to replicate something. So it's more like we all work on it together. And one thing I always tell my friends, because I usually paint with them, is that there's nothing that you can actually say is wrong. Everything you consider a mistake is something that would look nice to someone. And it's something I realized with this in particular, it's not done. But I remember putting it down and I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it because of I just hate it because it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. I mean, so far it's not turning out how I wanted to turn out. But my friend saw it and she's like, she really likes the colors and she appreciates the beauty in it, even though I am not seeing it. And it makes me realize that sometimes you don't see the beauty in some things, but everyone associates an emotion with images they see. It's like they form their own concept. So anyone can draw if they want to. And yes, you can learn as well. You just need guidance that maybe you should probably mix it this way, do this way to get this effect. It's like little things that could make it better.
So what are some of your challenges so far?
Okay, so I think I really want to be able to paint absolutely realistic paintings, and because I've never really studied color theory or any of those things, it's a challenge because it's like I'm discovering the colors on my own. And yes, it takes consistency and a lot of practice, and with school and life that's
I perfectly understand.
yes, it's also because sometimes you have to paint in between, and then of course you have people who want you to work on portraits for them, because sometimes I commission a few artworks for people. Maybe yes, they want some artworks that I have to work on. So it's either I'm working with like school or I'm trying to get those artworks done. So sometimes I don't really have time to explore more to see exactly what I could be capable of. But I really want to be able to draw stuff realistically. And I wish I could draw from memory. It's something that I can't really do as well. But I really wish I could. But I think it takes time. So
Yeah, just as you said, it's work in progress. So.
yeah, it's a work in progress. It's a work in
Let's have a look at this one. Yes. What do we have here?
Would be
This red lady.
it's also a work in progress. I mean, it's more like it's actually a self-portrait I'm working on.
Oh.
There's a picture I took and I want to paint it, so it's still a work in progress. Yes. It's still a work in progress. So I just hope it turns out well.
It turns out well because I can see your face in there.
Are you sure?
Yes, I can see your face in there.
Well, I hope it turns out well. I mean, I'm still learning to get skin tones right. So
okay.
I just hope it turns out well. Just hope it turns out well. Yeah.
So where do we see your artwork, let's say in the next 5, 10 years, 20 years? Where do you want to see your artwork?
That's difficult to say because I never really thought of art as my major field or major career because I'm more into food business. But I would really love to be able to hold exhibitions one day. I'd love for homes to be able to have my paintings. I'd really love to commission paintings for different people. I'd like to work with maybe interior decorators where they could put my artworks in people's homes. Yes, and I'd also really love to maybe work with kids when it comes to artworks, because I've realized that one thing we often fail to do with our educational system is to allow kids to explore their creative side.
Yeah.
So yes, so if we could have situations where kids could just take art classes, not because they are going to be painters one day, but just so they become more imaginative, more creative. I think that will create that will have us getting people who are ready to be more innovative instead of just thinking within a particular box.
After what you just said, when we check most of the German children, in their basic education, I think kindergarten, and they learn a lot of artwork. They just go to school and then you ask them, what have you done? I have a friend who is a medical doctor. Her children, they just come with artwork, and anytime I see them, Auntie, this is for you. Like, it's just artwork, this paperwork, putting things together. And that's the only thing they do in school. They are not learning A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, or the I, strive. No, they learn this artwork, and I find it quite interesting, which is so different from what we do back home. We go to learn 2, 1,
multiplication,
2, 1, 2, 2, 4.
And if you don't get it, wow.
Exactly. 2, 4, 8. So that's what we learn, but they do a lot of artwork. That's what I realized from Germany here.
I think it makes them more creative. It makes them more innovative. That could be why they could probably progress more. That's one thing. So if you incorporate a lot more of creative and innovative thinking into our educational system, I think it will be very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. I mean, they don't have to be painters in the future, but they can be more imaginative and more innovative. And that's one thing I find about art. It just lets you be more creative, more innovative. You can just put down your emotions, how you feel, and everyone can frame whatever meaning they want to impact people in different ways. Yeah.
Where can we find you? If just in case you want to buy some of your artwork or want to contact you to partner with you, to collaborate with you, where can we find Daniella Kristeena? But I see something here. What's this?
Keller.
What is Keller?
I usually sign my artworks with Keller because a friend, it's one of my best friends who coined that name for me, because I'm Kristeena Daniella, so we just took the K and added to the Ella and then he made it Keller. So I usually use Keller for signing my artworks, or maybe with my writings I just use Keller Yeba. Like I use the reverse of my surname.
Okay.
Yes, but for where to find my artworks, I have an Instagram page. So for the artworks, I use Art Cultured at art_cultured.
Okay.
Art Cultured.
Find her artwork on Instagram, Art Cultured.
Yes.
Art_cultured. So I'll leave the name under the screen so you can find it right here.
Yes.
Please follow her on Instagram.
Yes.
And please patronize her works. They are so beautiful and very inspiring.
You can also follow me on my main account at Na Danswa. I don't remember if there's an underscore. Underscore Danswa. I'm sure if you just type Daniella Abbey, you probably find me.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
maybe. There are lots of people.
Yeah. So we'll leave the link or the address right below the screen here. What are your final words?
Final words.
Yes.
I think I would go to Matisse on this because he's one of these famous artists. Because I've really been reading a lot of books that talk about him lately, and he says that creativity takes courage, and I find that's true because with art, that's in writing, in painting, in cooking, to some extent you are sharing a part of you with people, and you are opening up yourself to be criticized in different ways, but it takes courage on a whole different level. And I encourage that if there's anything you're passionate about, if there's anything you want to do, at the start people might not really encourage you, and that's a fact, but a few people will stand by you. And this is why I'm totally grateful to my best friends. Like totally grateful. You guys, I love you. Guys, I love you. Yeah. So a few people might stand by you, and I think that should be all the motivation you need. For those few people, just take that courageous step and keep being creative, keep being the difference in this world. You don't need to be the same with everyone. You don't need to compare yourself because people are good. If you check Instagram, people's artworks are insane.
Yes.
And you look at it and you could just lose hope, but don't. Just keep on with whatever you are doing. You never know who might be falling in love with it.
Oh, I'm really falling in love, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this channel is for people with passion, just like me. I have passion for food, for agriculture, and she has passion for food and of course
Yes,
artwork.
food.
So follow her on Instagram @_culture.
Yes.
Yes. And you can buy her artwork. You can contact her to draw. Maybe your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, anything. Just contact her, Daniella Kristeena Abbey. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been such a pleasure, an absolute pleasure. Yes, thank you.
So you can buy tea. I'm a tea lover. This is from Al Natura. It's bio, and there's black tea with bergamot oil. I don't know what bergamot oil is, but it is nice. Yeah.
It is.